And welcome back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Once again, our final game of the weekend, the championship game here at the Ice Castle. And the Zamboni is on the ice, starting a little bit late. The game ahead of us went a little bit late, but we are almost done. Zamboni the ice ready to go. This is the Maya Hockey Tournament in Steel City, and we're going for the banners and the medals, and we have our hockey dads right here dressed up and ready to go, all bibbed up and ready to get this game out of the way. So thanks for joining. Wild lined up at the door as the Zamboni makes a couple more swipes here on the ice. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday morning. Wild taking on the Coyotes. Once again, we met this team on Friday and came out with a 4-1 win on that one. Let's go and see if we can pull up the stats. There we go. There's the matchup. That was the matchup from Friday. Again, Wild came out with a 4-1 win. Very close in rankings here, 74 to a 72.49. So 1.5 difference between these two teams. And coaches are on the bench throwing some pucks out there for the warm-up. We don't have any goals set yet and no referees. Amy Holly working the camera from down on the glass for me as the team enters the ice. And we have our regular bench camera and our regular center and 2 goal cameras, so we can hopefully give you all angles of the action today. Bear with me as I'm fixing the scoreboard for you. So in this tournament we had 3 teams in this division. This is a 14U bronze division. And we were guaranteed 4 games. So in order to do that, we had to play a silver team yesterday, which is why we had such a mismatch. And so that's why we ended up playing that game, the Reston Raiders. Jake Holly coming to the screen there. E-step going by. Fields back on the ice. And we have everybody here, with the exception of Grayson Goslick, has been out with an injury, and we're missing Talon Wynn and Cash Blake. And hopefully I didn't miss anyone, but that's our lineup for today. Warm-up clock just started rolling, so we'll let the team get warmed up. Over here on my left, you have the West Virginia Wild, and heading over here to enemy territory is the Lynchburg Wolfpack. They gave us quite a game on Friday night. Again, we walked away with a 4-1 win on that, but it was a good game, and I expect another one here this morning. They played at 7 a.m. this morning, and they obviously won because they're here against the Wolfpack team. It's a 3-0 game between the Coyotes and the Wolfpack. So here we are. This is it. Last game of the tournament. This one's for the banner. This one's for the medal. So 2 minutes left, and we'll be right back to get this game underway. And we're back. 1 minute left before we get this game underway. Let's go down here and let's talk to some of the super dads, super fans donning their bibs today. What's your thoughts today, guys?
I know. I've said it every game at the beginning. All we need is some goals.
That's right.
Go either way.
We got this.
All right, we got it.
We got this. Bring that banner home.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so. All right, we're about 20 seconds away from getting this game started. Have to put them on the spot. All right. Warm-up's complete. Gather around that goal and do the traditional prayer and rally. While the home team wearing their white jerseys, Coyotes wearing their dark jerseys. And here we go. The Rodfather crying out the war chant for the West Virginia Wild. Here at the Ice Castle. Holly, Gibson, Ruth, Woods, and Walker in the back. Starting at this game, puck is down, and Coyotes get it, pass it forward, it deflects. Gibson comes in with speed, and it gets poked away. Coyotes send it back out. Coyotes pick it up. Skate through, not able to get that shot off. It's knocked away by Ruth. Woods picks it up at neutral. Woods comes in. He tries to get a shot on. It gets deflected away by the Coyotes. And it's puck sent around the goal. Back around by Gibson. Ruth Walker picks up in the corner, makes a move, tries to pass it out, picked off by the Coyotes, and a shot put on it, stopped by Holly in front of Mongold. And Wild iced the puck. Got a line change. 11:53 left. Higginbotham comes out with it. He skates through neutral, he gets pushed. Still has it. Higgs tries to get all the way to the net, just steered behind the net, tries a center pass, picked off by the Coyotes. Carlisle comes out, knocks the puck away. Paul passes it back off the glass into neutral. Carlisle trying to get to it. Coyotes send it back. Carlisle picks it up again. And the Coyotes send it out. E-Step almost keeping that in. That came out by an inch. And we'll face off just outside of Coyote territory. Been call lining up for the face-off. He's got Carlisle E-Step with him. Coyotes send it back to neutral. Fields can't get his stick on it. Goes all the way in. Coyotes try to center it up. Nobody there but Wild. If Ben Call picks it up. Call skates it through neutral. He comes in. And he gets knocked out by a Coyote. And Carlisle with a shot, save. That girl on the Coyotes team is feisty. She is not afraid of any boy on this team. Puck sent back into neutral. It's picked up by Walker. Walker passes across the ice, get a line change. Woods comes on the ice and takes the puck. He's messing his way through. And Woods skates into the slot and puts the first one on the board for the Wild. And the first one in this game, Wild take the lead 1-0 with a goal by the big guy, Walker Woods. Steps on the ice, takes the puck, skates it down, puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 Wild. Taylor trying to center it. Woods with it again. Woods takes a ripping shot. It hits the glass behind the net. Taylor sends it back out front again and gets knocked back out through neutral by the Coyotes. It's a foot race as Walker chases it down, but we're going to get an icing call. 9:45 left in the first period in the championship game. Holly in the face-off circle, wins it back to Gibson. Gibson gets a shot, gets blocked. Fields trying to take a shot, bounces over his stick, comes out into neutral. Gibson battling the Coyotes. He puts a shot on from outside the blue line. It goes wide. Holly trying to get control behind the net. Sent back up. Higginbotham keeps it in. Uh-oh. Coyotes skate up that blue line and steal. Ripping this shot, it goes wide. Coyotes trying to center it, and it gets knocked away by the Wild. Gibson coming out with it, passes it in the neutral zone. Coyotes pick it up again. Shot put on by the Coyotes from the blue line, and Mongold making that save. That shot was on net. And Aiden was paying attention. He wasn't really expecting a shot that quick and from that far away, but he got it and he saved it. I knew this was going to be a good matchup today, and it is. Carlisle Carlisle takes it all the way into the zone. Centers it. Nobody there to get a shot off. Goes back up the wall where Woods chips it back in with a backhand. Coyotes clear. Hayden Walker passes it across ice over to Woods. Puck is stolen by the Coyotes. She sends a soft shot on, and pad save by Mongold. And Call breaking away. He gets up close. He takes a shot. Pad save by the goalie. And we've got an arm in the air, so penalty on the Coyotes. So the Wild will go on a power play with 8:07 left. And it says the third period, but it is the first period. Gibson sends it across ice. Coyotes pick it up. Coyotes dump it in. That should be it. I guess it wasn't icy. Maybe it made it over. Coyotes trying to center it. Picked up by Walker. Coyotes send it toward Mongold. He steers that to the side. Woods picks it up now. Woods taking it in all the way. Woods, another shot from the face-off circle and finds the back of the net again. Walker Woods with his second with 7:30 left in the first period. Even though the scoreboard here says third, it is the first period. We'll see if we can get somebody to fix that. Face off, Ruth. Ruth sends it in, goes behind the net. Ruth trying to chip it out in front of the net. It goes all the way through Coyotes traffic, and to the other side, Higginbottom picks it up, passes it to Holly, loses it. Coyotes pick it up. Coyotes send it on around behind the Wild goal. Coyotes with a shot from the side. Mongold steers that away, and the puck is cleared out through neutral and trickles all the way down the other side. No icing. Holly with it. Holly picks it up. He passes it. And a shot blocked by the Coyotes. There's a shot from Fields. Coyotes carried in again, tries to shoot, whiffs, and he's driven into the boards. He's tripped up and he slides into the boards. Shot put on by the Coyotes, saved by Mongold. Picked up by Fields. Fields skates it through neutral, he trips and falls. Layden Walker passes it across ice to Circle. And it's kicked back for Fields. Passes it to Holly. Holly carries it in. Gibson trying to shoot. Coyotes get it again. Try to clear. Kept in by Holly. It works its way over to Gibson. Gibson trying to hit over, pass over the Circle, and Coyotes try to break it out. Knocked away by Walker. Gibson's going to send it back in, and we'll get a line change. Walker trying to keep it in. It goes around and on down where Woods is going to pick it up on her own end. Woods stops behind the net, and he waits on a Coyote to chase him before he passes it out. And that pass is sent through neutral, then back in by the Coyotes. Mongold plays it. And Coyotes pick it back up again. And Circle comes out with it. Circle puts a shot on, it goes wide. Circle behind the net. Sends it all the way down. Kang passes it back to Higginbotham. Higgs tries to hit it over to Taylor, goes in front of his stick. Coyotes send it right back. Higginbotham in the corner. He's getting chased down by the girl on the team, Jacobs. And she is, I tell you, you can see by watching, she is not afraid of anybody. She is out there just going after anyone near the puck. I like it. Paul taking the face off. Paul gets it. It goes behind the net. He gets a pass up to Carlisle. It's knocked away. Then Higginbotham picks it up. Higgs is coming in with some speed. And he gets poked away just as he enters Coyotes territory. Puck is at the feet, battling on the near side wall here. And it makes its way back out into neutral ice. Higgs plays it up the wall to the east step. He goes over his stick. And Coyotes pick it up on their own end. They chip it through neutral as they get a line change. And it's Walker digging up the board. Coyotes try to get a quick shot. It gets stopped by the Wild. And back into neutral. The Coyotes going to send it all the way down the other end. That is going to be icing all day long. 2:43 left in the first period, and Wild is still up 2-0. Shot put off the face-off by Circle, goes wide. Ruth tries to center it. Sorry, that was not Circle, that was Gibson. I just got a glimpse of a 7 there and I didn't see the line change. Woods sends it around to Gibson in the corner. Work back up the wall. Coyotes send a easy shot on to Mongold. He steers it to the corner. Out to Holly. Holly feeding the pass over to Gibson. It gets knocked away by the Coyotes, and they dump it right back in. It rolls behind Mongold over to Ruth. Breaks free. Holly comes out with it. He splits the defenders and gets in close. Takes a shot and is saved by the Coyotes. 1:48 left in the first period. Off the face-off, almost makes it to Gibson, but the Coyotes pick it off, skate back the other way. They get stopped at the blue line. Cross-ice pass, attempted shot, gets tied up by Higginbotham. Centering pass, picked up by Holly in the slot. As Jacobs comes in with a lot of speed, she loses it just as she enters the zone. Tries to center a pass over, gets knocked away by Ruth. Shot blocked by Ruth. And it is moved back out to neutral. Gibson putting the pressure on. Gibson putting a lot of pressure on, and the Coyotes dump it back into the neutral ice where Ruth and Jacobs battle for it. Holly has it. Holly passes it over to Walker. And a shot put on by Gibson. Gets deflected away. I'm messing up names. I'm sorry. That was not Walker. That was Fields over there on the other side. Circle in the circle for the face-off. Move it back to Woods, and Woods whoops one. Rebound comes out. East-step trying to get to that. It goes wide. Walker taking a shot. It goes in the air. He bats it down with his hand. Woods passes it to Taylor. Woods picks it up again at neutral ice. He's going to bring it in. He's getting through. Here comes the Hattie. No. Point blank shot denied by the Coyotes, or Woods would have had him a Hattie. Leighton Walker with a nice shot there, and it is caught by the Coyotes goalie, and play is stopped with just 4.2 seconds left in the first period, and they finally got it corrected.
4 seconds.
Face off back to Walker. Walker with a shot, gets blocked, and that's going to do it for period number 1. Great effort by both teams there in the first period, so we're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be right back for number 2.
Yeah, you could be the greatest, you could be the best, you could be the King Kong banging on his chest, you could beat the world, you could beat the war, you could talk the Congo banging on his door, you could throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks, you could be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself and you're gonna find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
And we're back for the second period of play in this championship game here at the Ice Castle in Pittsburgh. Wild up 2-0. A couple of goals from the big guy, Walker Woods. Starting out for the second period, we got Landon Eastep, Ben Call, and Nathan Carlisle with Preston Fields and Higginbotham in the back. Off the faceoff goes back to Higgs. He tries to send it forward. Coyotes pick it off and send it the other way. Here goes behind Mongold. Played up the wall. Eastep trying to clear. Coyotes keep it in. Eastep goes back behind the net for it. Sends it over to Carlisle in the corner. Coyotes send it back in. Eastep, Carlisle, a couple Coyotes digging for it. And Higgs gets free. Higgs moves it around. It's at least moving now. Coyotes send a centering right out front and tied up. Not able to get a good shot off, and Call comes back with it the other way. Call sending it over right in front of the goal, but nobody there to pull the trigger. Coyotes come back into the zone, and it is picked up by Eastep in Coyote territory, and he's trying to move it on up the ice, and he's going to get a penalty for head contact, which may mean he's going to sit for a long time. There's 2 minutes on there. Look like he got more than that. Eastep in the box for 2 minutes. 11:49 left in the second period. Face off. Coyotes try to get a shot off. It's blocked. Carl comes out. Carl gets ahead of the defenders. Takes a backhand shot. Saved by the Coyotes. Face off one by Holly, back to Woods. Woods ripping one on the goalie, save. Coyotes send the rebound around the net. Or Walker chips it back in. Send back out to neutral. Woods is going to get there before the coach does. Send it across ice. Jacobs coming in hot. Sends it, gets a hold of it. It goes back into neutral. Coates sends a shot on it. Hits a wild and doesn't make it to the net. Coates pick it up again. They send it out. Line up for a shot. Save. Goes to the corner. Up to the point. Coach tried to shoot. Get nothing on it. And Jacobs with the hard shot. It hits glass. Paul sending it up the wall to the point. Shot put on. Mongold saves. Woods picks up the rebound, sends it around the boards over to Leighton Walker. And Leighton passes it backhand to Holly. Holly tries to work his way through.
30-second penalty.
And Coates sent it all the way back down the other way. It's icing. And 26 seconds left. 26 seconds left on the E-step penalty. And the Wobbly back to full strength. Gibson picking it up on the far wall, centers it. 15 seconds left on the penalty. Coates get it back into their zone. Fields goes behind the net. Collides with the Coyote. Ruth gets it. He gets bumped off the puck. Coyotes have it again. And now it's back to Higginbotham. And Gibson, we're back to full strength. Circle stepping on the ice, trying to get a little advantage pass there, but not able to get to that. Back to Higginbotham. And the Coyotes poke it on in, get a shot on Mongold, save. Higginbotham behind the net, sends it around the boards. Got Gibson. Gibson trying to clear. Coyotes get it. Try to get a shot off. Whiffs. Circle. Putting a Coyote on the boards. And the puck goes back out to the defense. Pass to the other defender. Shot. Gets through traffic. And save. And it is knocked away. And we have a scuffle. Little scuffle there after the play. That was a really close one. A Coyote was right there on the doorstep, but not able to tap that in. But roughing is the call on the Coyotes. Number 84 going to the box for two. 8:54 left in the second period. I don't know why he attacked Circle for some reason. And it was them shooting on us, which is, I don't know. Anyway, he's got 2 minutes to think about what he did wrong. Shot off the face-off, save. And puck hits the beam, the ceiling beam, and called out of play. 8:45 left in the second period. Good morning, Sue. Thanks for joining. Sue says, let's get them, Wild. Cross ice over to Gibson. Ollie picks it up. Ollie to Woods. Woods to Gibson. Gibson sends a shot on it, gets deflected, goes wide. Call on the other side. Picked up by Holly. Holly tries to get it back to Walker. Walker is going to pick it up. He rips a shot. It hits the goalie. Rebound. Coyotes pick it up. And this kid is fast. He gets ahead on shorthanded. And Mongold makes an impressive save on a breakaway, shorthanded breakaway by the Coyotes. That kid was fast. And another shot put on, does not get past Walker Woods. And Woods comes back with it. Woods, Holly, call. Woods trying to send it out front. Holly gets a stick on it. It gets a rebound, pops out. And it comes back out to Woods. Woods back to Holly again in the corner. Back out front by Holly. And then Call is there to put it away on a pass from the corner from Jake Holly. Wild up 3-0 on a power play goal with 7:26 remaining in the second period. Puck sent down, goes past Mongold. Fields tries to pass, he trips him up, and he's going to get called for it. So the Coyotes will now go on the power play. The tripping from Fields. Woods taking the draw, goes back behind Mongold. Higginbotham gets it, sends it off the wall to Estep. Estep sends it out. Carlisle trying to get a hold of it. Jacobs picks it up, turned over to Estep. Estep's coming in, he takes a shot, he gets deflected and goes wide. Carlisle picking it off. Sends it up to Woods, and Coyotes gets a shot on from the red line. Mongold kicks that away. Woods has it in the corner. He sends it off the glass, and it goes all the way into neutral. And it trickles all the way back the other end for icing. Good play there by Woods, trying to clear that out without being an icing and burn some time, but unfortunately it went all the way. We get ready to face off. Back into Wild territory. 6:14 left in the second. Wild up 3-0. Face off one to Woods, and he chips that, trying to get it to go out. Defense keeps that, sends a shot on from the point, and another shot coming from the face-off circle, and it does make it out. Holly bird dogging, trying to pick that puck off there, and it is sent back into neutral ice where Paul's going to send it in deep. It goes behind the net. 30 seconds left on the Wild penalty. Goes back out to neutral. Woods cross ice over to Higginbotham. Wild skated in. He tries to shoot. It gets deflected and goes out of play. Over to Ryan Ruth. Coach Ryan on the bench. .21 seconds left on the Wild penalty. Holly taking the draw back to Walker. Walker sending the shot on. It's gloved by the Coyotes goalie. Only burned 2 seconds off on that one. Call at the face-off dot now. Holly right behind him. Woods behind him. And Walker against the boards. Let's see what's happening here. Call's going to try to get it back to one of those guys and fire a shot on. And it is kicked out by the Coyotes. Woods has it, and Woods sends it on net from the red line. Goalie stops it, steers it to the side. And the Coyotes come out with it, go through neutral. Aiden Walker sends it back. We're back to full strength. Coyotes dip it and dump it in to the wild zone where Walker skates out with it, sends it over to Holly. Holly back to Walker, and a little passing at the blue line there causes an offside for the Wild. 4:44 left in the second period. Denny Kang coming on the ice with Circle and Taylor. Taylor's going to pick it up at the blue line, send it back to Leighton Walker. And Walker trying to pass up to Circle. A couple Coyotes surround him. Gets the puck knocked away. Leighton Walker working his way around about 3 Coyotes there with some stick skills. He dumps it back. Drop pass to Woods. Woods comes in close, fires a hard shot into the glove of the Coyote. 4:09 left in the second period.
You guys have the same face off everywhere. If you don't change nothing to these right now.
Circle wins the face-off back to Higginbotham, puts a shot on, does not get through the traffic. Coyotes pick it up, carry back the other way, and gets knocked away, poke checked. And Kang's going to pick that up in the corner, move it all the way around behind the net to Higginbotham. Sends it up the wall to Estep, tries to send it out. And Coyotes get a shot on, hits a couple players and goes wide. Let's move back out front. Circle goes across the red line, tries to pass it to Kang, gets deflected away by the Coyotes. And the Coyotes are going to send it all the way back down. No ice. Field sends it around, hard around the boards. And Taylor trying to move it forward. Coyotes kick it back. Circle. Chases Coyotes, put it back into neutral, and it is kicked back in to Coyote territory, but it's offside. So looks like we're facing off just outside of Wild territory on that one. Holly Gibson Ruth on the ice, Woods and Walker. Holly coming out with it. Holly moved to the corner. He works his way back out front. He drops it back to Walker Woods. He rips a shot, deflected, and goes wide. Center back up. Holly centered it back, trying to hit Gibson. And Coyotes try to clear, but Woods says no. Woods over to Holly. Holly sending a shot on, another save, over to Ruth. Ruth with a shot, and Ruth scores on a rebound, making the score 4-0. .227 left in the second period. Ruth scoring on a rebound off of a couple of shots. And Coyotes have it behind their own net. Jacobs skating out with it. Gets poked away by Holly. Goes to the corner. Coyotes pick it back up. Send it back to Jacobs. And Coyotes are able to clear back to Woods. Cross ice pass over to Holly. Holly stops, sends it across ice over to Woods. Woods trying to get it back over to Holly or Ruth, or that's Leighton Walker. Leighton Walker with a backhanded shot from far away. Blocker, save. Woods chases it down. He goes behind her own goal. Woods comes out with steam. He's getting pressured by Jacobs. Loses the puck and goes back into the neutral ice. Pass up to Ruth. Ruth to Gibson, cross ice. Gibson trying to feed a pass over to Ruth. Gets picked off by the Coyotes, but then picked off again by Holly. Holly making his way around some Coyotes. He gets pushed to the corner. And it's sent up the wall. Fields sends it back in. Holly goes for it. Gets moved back around by the Coyotes. Pops back out. Call trying to get a shot off. It's stolen by Jacobs. And she puts a shot on to Mongold. Rebound. Another shot. And another rebound and another shot on the goal. Coyotes on the board with 18.9 seconds left. Couple rebounds. Popping loose. And the Coyotes just kept grinding. And we are a 3-goal game. Pass picked off by Carlisle. Carlisle trying to make his way through a couple defenders. Coyotes send it back out to neutral. 3 seconds left. E-step. And that's 2 periods down. 4-1 after 2 here at the Ice Castle. Quick break and we'll be back for the 3rd and final period of this matchup. All right, here we go, 3rd and final period. Getting underway. We got Carlisle, E-step on the ice with Fields and Higginbottom. We're waiting on the Coyotes goalie to take his spot, and the puck is dropped. Coyotes come out, send it on to Mongold. He tries to poke it away and then jumps on it. Stopping play. Another shot put on, Mongold save. E-step, moving it up into neutral ice. Picked up by the Coyotes. Pass. Ends up on Estep's stick. Turned over to the Coyotes. Fields chips it ahead. And it's just bouncing around the neutral. Estep has it, sends it in deep into the Coyote zone. Almost goes out. Fields sends it back in. Coyotes pick it off, and they skate back the other way. Shot from the blue line. Hits Mongold's stick and bounces in the air. Call comes out with it. Ball going all the way in. Sends it across ice. Setting up Carlisle, and he gets some stick on it, but not a good shot. That pass was coming with speed. Attempted clear, picked off by Estep, and disrupted by 44 Jacobs. Coach sent it back out to neutral. Call has it. Call plays it back to Woods. Woods sends it across ice over to Leighton Walker. Walker stops, loses the puck. Coyotes have it. Coyotes sauce it into neutral. Call send the pass over to Woods. Woods back to Call. Call dumping it in deep. Picked up by the Coyotes behind their own net. Coyotes skated out. Woods picks it up behind Mongold, sends it up the wall, circle, gets it and sends it back into neutral ice. Jacobs picks it up again, and she fires it from the red line. Mongold stops it, and we got a whistle at center ice. Hello, Tricia. Thanks for joining. Let's go Wild. Back to Woods. Woods fires a shot. Save. Kang trying to center it. Back up to Woods. Woods gloves it down. Chips it through the slot. Taylor trying to get his stick on it. Back up to Woods. It goes out and offside.
Good job, Woods.
I may have lost the stream there, Tricia, when I gave you a shout out there, but Tricia comments, let's go Wild. We have the ongoing issue of something happening on Sundays at noon where YouTube decides to kill the stream, so I went to the backup connection. We didn't miss much, we're still 4-1. Kang driven into the board. Kang with the shot, and that went over the glove of the Coyotes and into the corner. Move back to the slot. Coyotes kick it back out. Fields going to chase it down. 8:35 left in the third period. Fields forcing it into neutral. The Coyotes get it and send it right back in. Higginbotham has it now. Higgs skates with it. Higgs goes all his corner, sends it out front. We're Circle and Kang are waiting there, and it pops out. Leighton Walker putting a shot on it, goes wide. Walker sends it back in, goes behind the net. Circle. Coyotes get it, and they send it all the way down. That is going to be icing with 7:50 left in the third period. Let's go, boys. I see you, John. Jake has it. Tries to feed a pass over to Walker at the blue line. It gets knocked ahead by the Coyotes. And Woods skates down, gets the puck back. Cross ice pass over to Walker. Walker coming in, and he whiffs the first shot, and he gets a nice second shot. And it goes wide. Sent back in. Back out front to Holly with a shot, and that is saved by the Coyotes. And Holly giving him a fist bump, even though I'm sure he'd rather have that goal. Nice job by the Coyotes goalie. Give credit where credit's due. Gibson ripping one, it goes wide. Ruth working it up to Woods. Woods send a shot on it, goes wide. Holly moving it up the boards. Coyotes pick it up. Knocked away by Leighton Walker. Pass sent over to Ruth. Ruth sends a shot, gloved by the Coyotes. .6:30 left in the third period. Coyotes come out. Worley gets knocked away by Higginbotham. Coyotes try to send a pass. That's Jacobs with it, sending it around behind the net to Higginbotham. Jacobs with the shot, hits traffic. Goes wide. Moved up the wall and out. Coyotes regroup at center. Jacobs comes in with it. Jacobs trying to put a shot on it. It gets deflected behind the net. Sent back up the wall. Coyotes put a shot on it, goes wide. Coyotes keeping it in their wild zone. Higgs knocks it free, E-step, sends it back up. Defense able to keep it in, send it back in deep. Higgs goes after it again. He tries to send it up the boards, doesn't get much on it. And Coyotes' attempted shot goes wide. E-step in the other corner, sends it back out. This time it is going to trickle through some traffic somehow and make it into neutral, where Wild will have the opportunity to get a line change. Shot from the Coyotes from the blue line, saved by Mongold. E-step picks up the rebound. And Coyotes with a hard shot there, stopped by Higginbotham, and it is cleared all the way down. And we get an icing whistle. And another line change. Woods behind their own net. Sends it up the wall. Taylor carrying it in. He dumps it. circle. That's Kang behind the net. Kang gets put into the wall. He's digging for the puck. It's knocked out. Coyotes pass it. Oh, we got a 2-on-1. 2 Coyotes versus Woods. And they stop and fire and saved. It was either saved by Woods or Mongo, or it hit somebody's pad. There's a 2-on-1 opportunity there, but Woods able to defend that. Sent back in by the Coyotes. Woods picks it up again. And Woods coming in with steam. As he tries to work his way between the defenders, it's knocked away to the wall. And Kang, that's sent out front to Kang's shot. Doesn't make it through. Coyotes break it back out again. And shot put on as Kang defends. Saved by Mongo. Circle, passes to Woods. Woods trying to get a shot on, blocked by the Coyotes. He regains possession, sends another shot on, save. It trickles up the wall, and it is put on hard by Gibson. And that one went wide, pops back out. Woods has it again. And he sends a sauce pass through traffic into neutral. Taylor has it, goes off his stick, circle, trying to put it back in. And Coyotes send it back in, but Woods is going to stop it as they're trying to get a line change. Woods with a big hit there. Parents want to call, not getting it. As Woods trucked a Coyote right in front of the parents section. And Gibson's going to skate in, but they're calling offside. And looks like Holly Ruth Gibson back out with Higgs and Fields on defense. Coyotes end up with it off the face-off. Try to dump it in. It's picked off by the Wild. Wild sent around the boards. Coyotes pass it back to the defense. Back into the slot. Shot goes wide. Gibson goes to the corner and knocks free. Higginbottom's able to send it all the way down. Holly coming in, putting pressure on. Coyotes send it back out into neutral. Higgs chips it back. Holly to Ruth in front of the score box. And Coyotes try to dig it off the feet. And it is sent back through neutral. That is going to be icing. 1 minute and 31 seconds left in this championship game. The Wild up 4-0. And we got an empty net on the other end. And a timeout. Minute and a half. Coyotes with a shot Doesn't make it through wild traffic. Offside. 1:23 left in the game, and we got a Coyote down. I guess probably from that shot, maybe. And ref is saying, go to the bench. Oh, to make sure this player is okay. Facing off just outside of wild territory, empty net. On the other end, Holly Gibson Ruth lining up. Holly getting the puck free. Jacobs sends it across ice. Well, it's going to be chased down by the Coyotes, and it is sent all the way back into neutral. Higginbottom trying to shoot. It's a Coyote. Gibson trying to shoot from the red line. Stopped by a Coyote. Attempted clear. Knocked down by Ruth. 57 seconds left. Shot put on by the Coyotes. Goes wide. Sent up the wall. And Coyotes collect it in neutral. Holly trying to chase it down. Sent back in deep by the Coyotes. Back up to Ruth. Ruth to Holly. It goes off his stick. Can't get a hold of it. Coyotes sent it back in. 35 seconds left. And it is sent all the way back down off the wall. And that's going to be icing. 31 seconds left. In the Veterans Cup Championship game, 14U Bronze Division. Still an empty net down here on the other end as the Coyotes try to get some quick goals late in this game. And that is 44 Jacobs facing off against 00 Walker Woods. Jacobs wins it back. Coyotes keep it in, 26 seconds left. Coyotes in the corner. Jacobs skates around behind the net, tries to send it up, hits somebody, maybe a referee. And Woods on it up, and he just misses the goal from outside the red line. 12 seconds left. Walker Woods going for the empty net Hattie to seal the deal here at the Veterans Cup at the Ice Castle in Pittsburgh. Quick draw McCall there. Coyotes with a shot. Goes through some traffic, deflected wide. 2 seconds left. That is it, folks. Your champions in the Veterans Cup is the West Virginia Wild. 14U bronze. West Virginia Wild. A 4-1 win, the same score as it was on Friday against the Lynchburg Coyotes. Great job by the Coyotes and the Wild. Very good game between these two teams. And we'll just stay on here for a little while until teams get their presentations. Like I said, we'll keep rolling just to see what's going on. I'm not sure what they are doing medal presentations, starting with the Coyotes. Thanks to my wife for running the on-ice camera for me. Coyotes get their medals. Coyotes presented with their second place banner and medals in the tournament. And of course, now we'll get the presentation of the blue first place medals. Aiden Mongold doing an incredible job this weekend in net for the Wild. Leighton Walker, 14, Nathan Carlisle, 25, Preston Fields, 7, Zachary Higginbotham, 18, Noah Taylor, 47, Vincent Kang, 17, Desmond Circle, 46, Benjamin Call, number 10, Landon Estep, 00, Big Walker Mountain, Walker Woods. It's number 77, Logan Gibson, 87, Bo Ruth, and 13, Jake Holly. Veterans Cup champions, 14U Bronze Division, 2025. Your West Virginia Wild. We got the Coyotes getting their pictures over here, and the Wild coming over to get their pictures. super fan has entered the ice, Rod Woods, in his blue and gold bibs. There you go, folks. That's a wrap here in Pittsburgh. Oh, pictures aren't done. I think some moms want to get into the picture action. All right, should be enough pictures. Zamboni's waiting patiently to get the ice cleaned. So I'm sure we have more things to come here. Very good matchup today between these two teams, and very classy team. This Lynchburg team is one of the few teams that we play that seem to have a lot of class and sportsmanship. So we appreciate that. It's always good to see. We'll stay on here just for a few more till the players exit the ice and pictures finish, and then that'll be a wrap for today. Thanks to everybody for joining. We really appreciate you watching. I'm glad I was able to stay on for the game. I missed a little bit up there when we had the streaming error that happens on Sundays, apparently at noon, so I had to go to the backup stream, which seems like it worked. So sorry for missing a few minutes of the game there, but at least we were able to keep most of it on. But again, thanks for tuning in and watching, and we'll be back here next weekend in Lexington. Wild plays the Lexington Thoroughbreds, and on Saturday, and then we've a couple games against Newark on Sunday, Newark Generals and Newark, Ohio. So join us back for those. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. Have a good day.